Good morning, this is Bill from the Auto House of Naples, and today I've got one of my all-time favorites. This is a W126 series Mercedes-Benz sedan. Some would argue the last truly great Mercedes, certainly in the nuts and bolts, wood and metal, German engineering sort of way. I disagree, but many would argue that. This is a 1989 560 SEL. That was the flagship of the Mercedes lineup. Shockingly expensive car in 1989, probably touching $80,000 and beyond, frankly, about what a new S-Class goes for today. If you think about that, that's pretty amazing. This was truly a luxury item, a very, very exclusive car, owned by only the sort of the most successful folks out there, and this one was no exception. This was owned by an NFL player named Tippet, a linebacker for the New England Patriots. Of course, a very successful guy, had very good taste in cars, and here it is, finished in sort of a dark red metallic with black leather inside. Very striking combination. Outside you can see either Andre or somebody else added European headlights, which are frankly a lot better looking than the American version. That had to do with federal rules at the time. The Euros weren't allowed, but that's the ones the car was designed with, and frankly the best looking. The sides are straight, really, really nice. Very few imperfections all around. Not perfect, but extremely solid example. Believe the car to be original paint. Certainly appears to be. Just absolutely great shape all around. Let me show you in the trunk, which is of course giant. I've got my donuts in there, and there's the radio. Mr. Tippet, and we do know it was him because the receipts are with the car, and also the period is correct, put in a very expensive radio in the early 90s. Kenwood amplifiers and Alpine head units and woofers and such. Absolutely professional job in there. Very, very attractive. I'm not going to pull this up, but underneath here is the spare tire. Right down in this guy. I'll get in there a little bit. Let's see. I don't want to mess up the donuts, but there you go. And you can see it's got the original toolkit with it, and everything's in great shape. Let me show you under the hood. Always hard to do one-handed. There is a 5.6 liter light alloy V8, absolutely terrific condition, runs extremely well. Very, very potent motor, the most powerful one ever put in a 126, and man, it shows. This thing, for being a giant heavy car, is also a rocket ship. Let me show you inside. Now you can see expanses of black leather. Several cows gave their life for this car, I'm sure. Only 126,000 on the odometer. Pleated leather on the door panels. Beautiful dashboard, no cracks to be seen. Dual airbag car, which is really preferable in these. Some of them, in fact most of them did not. Airbags were only coming into their infancy around that time, so most of them were driver's side airbag only. Give ourselves a little climate control. There is a very fancy 90s, early 90s era Alpine. You can see heated seats. That mysterious button in the middle is called a country horn. I don't want to wake up the neighbors by using it, but well, let me give it to you here. Hold on. That's the regular horn. That's the city horn. So you've got both there in case you need different horns. This car provides a few little cracks in the wood. Pretty easy to address if you want to, but that's also the way it is and the way it came. So a little bit of patina on a collectible car, and boy, these are becoming increasingly collectible. You've got power memory seats on both sides, including the headrests. It's a feature I've always liked in a Mercedes. Very, very cool. You can see the seat works well with no noises or issues. Here in the back, of course, I think you have enough leg room for most people, including Mr. Tippet's friends. Absolutely very, very clean in there. And I'll show you one of my favorite features on these cars. Not only does it have rear heated seats, it also has a rear power seat. Hope you can see that. So your back passengers can recline in comfort. Pretty neat stuff. Alright, let's go for a spin. The bank vault sound these doors make on this car is just incredible. This thing is put together so very well. Absolutely amazing condition. Amazing engineering in this car. And of course the condition is great too. Going down the road, there's nothing else like this. This was such a luxurious ride. Even today, it rides so much better than the majority of mass-produced cars out there. This thing was crafted by pretty well-paid people who had a pretty great life and really took pride in how they assembled a car. You can see the real wood, of course, and the quiet inside is still amazing all these years later. The insulation that keeps the noise out is just phenomenal. One of the greatest highway cars ever made, for sure. And you see that great hood ornament on that beautifully creased hood up front. You really feel like the king of the world driving this thing. I remember I got my first Mercedes many years ago. It was actually an 86 420 SEL with about 200,000 miles on it. And man, everywhere I went, I just felt like the chairman of the board. And it just, even an old one like that keeps you feeling good. I'm going to give it a little blip here on the throttle so you get a feel for the remarkable power this car has. Maybe I'm not. We got cars ahead. Slow down for a minute and let you know that you can call us anytime at 239-273-1150. That's 239-273-1150. On the web at autohausfl.com. You can see right here, Mercedes like this one used to start in second gear to make it smoother. You could make it start in first by putting your foot almost through the firewall. That would click a little switch to move it to first, which I don't know if I'll do that now. You could also move it to first by sliding this down and going over and clicking that little switch there, which brought you down into first gear. So there you have it for what has to be a 5,000-pound car, certainly close to it. The torque and horsepower and the acceleration and throttle response are amazing. Apps interrupted again. Well, around this time, I was just, well, hopefully this person goes. Maybe they'll just sit there looking at me for a while. Well, I think they've worked up the bravery to move forward. Good for them. Okay, and as I was saying before the phone just rang, Mercedes customers of this time were clamoring for more power. Absolutely wanted horsepower to move the cars along, and with the 560 series, they definitely got it. This engine's a monster. Absolutely a real joy to get on the throttle with. So anyway, give us a call. Number's 239-273-1150. That's 239-273-1150. Always happy to talk to you about this or any other car we have. You can also get us on the web at www.autohausfl.com. That's AUTOHAUSFL.com. Thanks for having a look today, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.